Good morning, everybody. Just figured I'd throw you another. I haven't made a video diary in a while, so I figured who I could put on my shit list today, which is most of society. Just letting you know. But I was thinking a lot about people that sit on my specifically on my Facebook page. Okay, we're going Facebook, and everybody knows that some people on Facebook are fake motherfuckers. Now, the thing about my Facebook page and a lot of the people on there that in the conversations that I have had, when they say, I don't know what it's like, I don't understand it, and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. Well, first of all, you need to re-go on my Facebook page, because I put a lot of shit on my Facebook page explaining bipolar disorder or manic depression and borderline personality disorder, BPD. I go on there and I explain this stuff. So it's right there. Okay? So when you're sitting there going on your Facebook page, it's there. But you have to make the conscious decision to read it and to understand it. I can't do it for you. All I can do is present you with the information so that you have a little bit of a better understanding of what me and my fiance and everybody else who's a manic depressive or has BPD or some form of mental illness go through every day. Because that's all we're asking. We're just asking for people to read the articles that are presented in magazines, newspapers, all this, all the different media outlets, depending on which media outlet, because most media is all horseshit anyway. But you get a few good ones here and there. It just depends on which media outlet you read. God damn it. Fucking thing. Goddamn cherry. Let's try this again. Rolling cigarettes. I absolutely love rolling cigarettes. The only problem is if you get an air bubble in there and you get a crack between the two when you go to throw it, junk your ash. Falls out. It reminds me of fucking fire safe cigarettes, which I absolutely loathe. Now, where was I? Oh yeah. So, I post the information on there. The other thing that I wanted to address, and I am not trying to be an asshole in any way, but I'm sure there's a lot of you on my Facebook page that when you hear me talk, when I'm either coming out of a manic breakdown or in the middle of one, you hear what comes out of my mouth and you're like, this guy's a real stone dick. This fucker has followers? What the fuck is wrong with this dick? Well, let me explain. When you're going through a manic episode, you don't give a fuck, okay? Shit just flows, okay? And for me, anyway, it is a lot easier to vent, because I would rather talk the shit out, be angry, cuss, scream, and yell, punch shit and throw stuff, instead of keep it up here. Because you know what happens when you keep shit up here? You get Sandy Hook, you get Columbine, you get Virginia Tech. That's what you get. Okay? Now, people are going to sit there and go, oh my God, of course he's going to use Columbine and Virginia Tech. But those guys didn't have mental illnesses. Well, that's what you get when people are bullied to the point of going fucking insane, okay? And I know, I can feel it. I can already feel some of you that are watching this video that are going, well, this guy's fucking wrong. I can feel it, okay? And let me tell you, when it comes to people who have a problem with depression, what's going on in our mind on top of being bullied and telling us, when the bullies are going, you're just a piece of shit. We already have that going on up here. We don't need somebody else to confirm it for us, okay? Because let me tell you, that's what drives every individual insane. Even if you don't have a mental illness, and you're being bullied to the point of, I can't fucking take this anymore, so you put a bullet in your skull, there's a lot of people I know that sit there and go, well, suicide's never a way out because you leave everybody else depressed and sad. Well, I look at, and you're absolutely right. I'm not going to disagree with that. But that's not where we're, and this may seem extremely cold and harsh, but those aren't the people we're talking about here. Because those people aren't sitting there waking up every day with voices in their head telling you, by the way, you're an ugly piece of trash. That bridge looks very appealing. Okay? And there's some people that don't believe mental illness exists at all. Because there's a few in my family that don't think it exists. They think I'm faking it. So, to sit there and say I have haters, everybody's going to have haters. It's what you do with those haters that matters. And yes, I will still be sitting here saying, fuck you. So I don't really care. All right? My job as somebody who is part of the mental health community and has struggles every fucking day, okay, every fucking day, not to walk off a bridge, put a bullet in my head, walk in front of a goddamn vehicle, because of the voices that are in your head. And I love it when people that have no fucking idea what they're talking about, okay, that don't struggle with any of that, sit there and say, just tell them to go away. Just tell them to buzz off. In some respects, when I hear that shit gets under my skin so fast it's not even funny. Because you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. I can sit here and go away. It's not going to go away. It's not. I was diagnosed when I was 12. I'm 34. I'm going to be 35 in a couple of weeks. That's how long I've had this. You think standing on a bridge looking over, okay? You look with the ice cold rail behind you as you look over the rail, okay? And inside your head, you're hearing, on one side of your head, you're hearing jump. On the other side of your head, you're hearing, well, what if I was to just go one more day? And then on the other side of your head, again, the same side that told you to jump, the other side is going, yeah, that's a possibility, but you still feel like shit. So, why fucking bother going with that side? Or the people at the bottom, our lovely society that likes to conjugate and see people about to kill themselves, as they all look up, and they all look up, and they all stare like a bunch of fucking cattle, and a few of you scream obscenities like, just fucking do it already! I have been there. People, specifically, and I've never lived anywhere else, but in my personal opinion, specifically Americans are inherently evil, okay? But everybody goes, not all Americans are evil. Yeah, but your experience then has to have been better than mine. Because in my experience, outside of my friends, there's not a lot of good people. Okay? Which is what keeps you on the same septon level. Okay? But that's what it's like for us. To have to fight that bullshit every single day. So to sit there and say that that you don't understand, well, I post stuff to help you understand all the time. You're not doing the work, see? You get an F because you're not doing the work to understand how we feel. But I'm trying to do the best I can. And it annoys me when people, I don't get it. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. It's fucking annoying. Because I'm trying to do the best I can to help you understand. But I, for the life of me, cannot sit here and just not preach and tell people about manic depression, bipolar disorder, and BPD. I can't do it because I feel like for me, it's my duty to do that. Because you can't end a stigma if we're not all talking about it. And the sick and sad part is, even people who are in the mental health community are arguing amongst each other, fighting each other. Well, you shouldn't take that pill. This one's better. That one will make you feel... There is no getting along, because everybody has a fucking... Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. And it seems to me that we all need to just shut the fuck up, take a step back, and think about what's coming out of our mouth when we're having a mutual conversation with someone about it. Otherwise, it's not going to get fixed. It's not. Unless you are willing to take that first step like I am, don't expect it to get better, because it won't. That's the sad reality.